Hello everybody, this is Chris back with another NBA 2K14 video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get NBA 2K15 rosters for NBA 2K14 on the PlayStation 3. So first things first, follow exactly what I do on screen and go to the main menu here, then you want to go to Features, then 2K Share, and finally click on Download. And once this menu loads up here, you want to hit R2 once and go to the top rated rosters uploaded by all PS3 users around the world. Scroll down that list some, and you're going to find a roster named 2K15 uploaded by some guy whose username I can't say really, so I'm not going to try to say it. But anyways, download that, save it however you want to save it, whatever you want to save it as. I already saved it, so I'm not going to bother. And once you've done that, go back to the main menu, go to Options, and then click on Load. And load up that roster, and then after you've done that, to check out the rosters, hit Options, go to Manage Roster, and here you go. Here are the new rosters for the 2014-2015 season. As you see right here for the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid. Yeah, so third pick in the draft, here he is. And as you can see, he actually has a picture for a face. It's not like one of the created faces by 2K. He has an actual picture for his face, and I believe what this guy did when he created this roster, he somehow modded, hacked, glitched, whatever, 2K's game. And what he was able to do was basically duplicate already existing players, since I guess he couldn't create his own players. Duplicate already existing players, and what he did was he changed all the stats on him, his height, the weight, the age, and then made it the rookie's attributes for next year's game, basically. So as you see, Joel Embiid's a 75 overall, and he has all his stats set up the way they should be for his play style and everything. And yeah, so going down the list here, we have Jabari Parker. We also have Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is a duplicated Jody Meeks, who obviously is bigger than the real Jody Meeks. But yeah, he used the Jody Meeks player model to make Andrew Wiggins. I think Shabazz Napier is probably one of the worst ones. Actually, no, Doug McDermott is probably the worst player model he could have used. I don't know who the guy is actually in this game, but he doesn't look much like Doug McDermott. But hey, it is what it is. He did his best, especially for what you can do here creating rosters. But yeah, Shabazz Napier is an Avery Bradley model, which is kind of strange. But hey, better than nothing at all, right? So there's your rosters right there. As we go down the list, looking at some other players, some other teams, you see the Charlotte Hornets. Yes, this guy was able to change the Bobcats and rename them the Charlotte Hornets. And I don't know exactly how he did this, but he also got the Charlotte Hornets logo and everything. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the new one in. But yeah, so there's the Charlotte Hornets old logo along with the old jerseys. And if you check in game here, with I had set up a game with the Charlotte Hornets versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. And if you notice, the Charlotte Hornets, unfortunately, they're using the old court from back so many years ago. So, unfortunately, he couldn't get a new court for the Charlotte Hornets, and it's going to be the old one. But, again, it's better than nothing. And at least he was able to change the Bobcats to the Hornets, so that's pretty cool. Also, if you notice, on the Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James has been switched back to number 23. Whether that's actually going to happen in real life or not is still up for debate. So, if he does end up choosing number 6, you can always go to Edit Player and change his number back to 6 if you want to do that. It's not a big deal. So yeah, there's that. And then he also added, along with the normal historic teams, this guy also added the best players from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 2000s, or I skipped the 90s and the 2000s. And then he also added a whole list of the best superstars in the game, along with the USA Dream Team and the 2012 team. So that's pretty cool, and you can go ahead and play against those guys, or play with those guys, either way. So that's pretty nice right there. Also, something I noticed going down this list is there are two teams called the Elites and the Stars, which happen to be the team names for when you're playing My Career and you're playing the Rookie Showcase. So, of course, you guys know I had to go into My Career and just see for myself if indeed these Stars and Elite teams are exactly what they are in My Player when you go play My Player. And sure enough, they're right there. They're listed as the rookies. And yeah, so you can play against the next year's rookies, which is pretty awesome. And also, if when you finish the Rookie Showcase, go to the Predraft Interviews. It's a little glitched because what this guy was able to do was actually set up the draft order just the way it was in this past draft right now. It's not for NBA 2K14, it's for NBA 2K15, exactly the draft order it's going to be in next year's game. I don't know how he did it. He somehow glitched, modded the game. I don't know what he did. But yeah, so it lists Andrew Wiggins, number 1 pick, Jabari Parker, number 2, and Embiid, number 3, etc., etc., etc. And then also it shows, Doug McDermott getting drafted by the Nuggets before he was traded to the Bulls. Same with Shabazz Napier being drafted by the Hornets before he was traded to the Heat. And it does get a little glitchy in the pre-draft interviews. You're going to notice it'll say pre-draft interview for, I don't know which team. Maybe, let's go use an example. Let's say the Miami Heat. And when the guy starts talking, though, he'll be like, "Hi, I'm the representative from the Pacers."
And probably want to catch a shower, so I'll keep this brief. I'm the GM of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, just keep in mind that when the loading screen comes in, it says interview with the Heat. It means the Heat, despite whatever that guy says. Sorry if you guys heard my phone just now, but yeah, it goes based on what you see before the guy starts talking. Whatever the guy says about any team, like you'll notice here, he starts talking about me playing behind Rajon Rondo, even though he's not the guy from the Celtics. Even if he says he's the guy from the Celtics, he's not the guy from the Celtics. He's the guy from whatever the loading screen said previously. So ignore anything else he says. Just choose the best answer if you want to be on that team. And yeah, so another funny glitch here is during the draft, when you come up with the Charlotte Hornets, David Stern in his vocabulary dictionary doesn't have Charlotte Hornets in there, so he'll say with the 9th pick in the draft, and then he'll say the player's name right away. He'll completely skip saying the Charlotte Hornets, which I think is kind of funny.
With the 9th pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the power forward from Indiana University.
It's kind of strange, but that's how it goes. So yeah, once you get into here, you get into the schedule. I believe it's still last year's schedule. It's not this coming schedule. I don't think the NBA has actually set up this coming year's schedule yet anyways, so you kind of have to use this past year's schedule. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. Now, you'll also notice here when you're in-game or when you're on the schedule or something like that, instead of seeing the team abbreviations, he has the whole team name spelled out. So instead of seeing IND for the Indiana Pacers, you're going to see Pacers. Or for the Hornets, instead of seeing CHA for Charlotte, you're going to see Hornets on the scoreboard or on the schedule. And so I don't know how he did that, but he was able to change that up. Anything else I need to mention here? Also, for the Dream Team, Charles Barkley's actually in the game. He actually got a Charles Barkley player model in here. The only thing that's a little glitched about him is for some reason his arms are darker black than the rest of his body. I don't know how that happened, but that's just the way it is. Gonna have to deal with it. Better than absolutely nothing, if I do say so myself. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Check out the rosters for yourselves, guys. It's pretty amazing, and if you're looking to play with NBA 2K15 rosters on NBA 2K14, create a My Player right now to play with this coming year's rookies, then go ahead and download this roster. If you're on Xbox, I'm sure there's probably some 2K15 rosters on there. And then I know next gen, some guys already created rosters for 2K15 as well, so there's plenty of videos for that. This is for PS3 only. Just keep that in mind. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys go ahead and download these rosters. I think it's awesome that this guy made them. I don't know who this guy is. I can't pronounce his username, so I'm not going to try to say it, but this guy is awesome. So thank you, whoever you are, for making these rosters. And also, in the description, I found some simulation sliders for any of you sim heads for basketball here. Basically, instead of playing with 2K's ridiculous sliders where shots are going in all the time and crazy dunks and stuff is happening that's way unrealistic, if you guys want to use some realistic sliders for 2K and play some real simulation basketball, go ahead and click the link in the description. I found some on an Operation Sports forum. So yeah, if you guys want to play some simulation basketball, some more realistic basketball along with these new rosters, go ahead. I've started my own association with the Celtics and use the sliders, and they work really well together, so definitely go check those out. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was very informational and helped you all out, and I will see you guys later.